We have a police officer. I have never seen, ever seen this before. And I've watched hundreds of videos. And I have never seen this ever. A police officer pulls over a man, thinks he has drugs on him. I'm going to give you just a short version, guys. That he's hiding drugs in his butt, in his buttocks. So he starts to run his fingers up the citizens. Oh, sorry about that. Up the citizens. Sorry about that. Up the citizens' uh, buttocks to the point they start pulling his pants down in front of a gas station. 4 or 5 cops. Never have seen this ever in my life. It's so bad. Here's the details, and please subscribe, hit that button because this is a banger. Here we go.
The body cam footage I'm going to show you in this video is like nothing you've seen before, and it comes from the Jonesboro, Arkansas Police Department. A police department that I have done multiple stories on in the past, which has exposed a concerning pattern of disregard for both human and civil rights.
Former Jonesboro police officer Joseph Tucker Harris pled guilty today to filing a false police report and battery in the 3rd degree.
I have to blur this for ad purposes, but Billy has the seatbelt wrapped around his neck on purpose. That's when Officer Joseph Harris stops the cruiser to assist his hands and elbows to Billy's head.
I think I did a video on this guy.
Where's the chair? Chair!
Look at this cop. This cop, I believe he got put in prison.
You good? Y'all obviously pay attention. You all right? No, I was just trying to push you out. So. Are you hurt? I don't care about all this shit. I just want to make sure you're all right.
No, this officer caught on camera in a parking lot scuffle has been suspended. Jonesboro police announced Joseph Harris was suspended without pay starting.
Guy's garbage, man.
2 hours. It comes after Harris was seen throwing Nicholas Silva to the ground outside a nightclub on July 10th.
Christian is pulled over for driving in a high drug traffic area. Christian is a straight-laced dude, so the drug dog did not get a hit and they did not get to search. Another time, he is pulled over for not using his turn signal 100 feet before the turn. Even though, according to Google Maps, when I measured it, he actually turned on his turn signal over 200 feet before the turn. And after what appears to be another failed attempted search of his car, he has written a ticket for not using his turn signal and another ticket for not signing the back of his registration, which is about as petty as it gets.
Wow.
Christian is pulled over another time for tailing too closely, and he may have been tailing too closely, but the officer who pulls Christian over refers to him by name because he knows who he is, but then arrests Christian for not providing ID within 10 seconds. He arrests Christian for not getting it out fast enough, even though he already knows Christian's full name. And I decided to make a video about Christian and his encounters with the Jonesboro PD, and the very same day that I published my video about him, a warrant is printed for Christian's arrest for the charges of harassing and stalking. He is arrested at his job the very next day and served 8 no-contact orders for 8 different Jonesboro police officers.
Wow. Holy moly, man. Oh, this one. Chat, this one is disgusting. This police department needs you guys to contact them as citizens and let this police department know what they're doing is 100% Wrong. This just happened a while back. A young kid.
Hey, come here. What I'm about to show you is one of the worst, most disgusting stories I've ever covered on this channel. And what happened on this cold February night caused one of the biggest police responses that Jonesboro, Arkansas has ever seen. No. Butler, get a piece of paper, start writing down everybody, time in, time out of crime scene. But even after all the beatings, killings, retaliation arrests, and civil rights violations, Jonesboro PD have found yet another way to violate an Arkansas man's rights. And it's almost unbelievable.
So I'm adding this in because we have, I don't mind adding somebody else's stuff from another page. I usually do all my own interviews and stuff like that, or all my own. But one thing, Patriot, I love his work. I love what he stands for. But most of all, this interview needs to be seen because what they did to this man, it goes just, not only did they kill a kid, and yes, it's one of the worst videos I've ever seen too, also. And believe me, I see a lot of crap, man. But but talking about Fourth Amendment rights, I mean, we don't want to become China. We're not China. We're not a third world country. We have laws that these police officers are running around in groups, just like the Blue Line Gang they just busted. They actually called themselves the Blue Line Gang. They were beating people. They were raping women. They were stealing money. I mean, it just went on and on. Then I'm doing a video today on an officer that was stealing from Walmart over and over and over and over and over. I mean, a reform of the police needs to change. Police have no accountability. They think that they are the law, and they're not. They're supposed to be law keepers. They're not the law. They are law keepers, peacekeepers, and they're there to keep us safe. Instead, they become the abusers. You have to understand this, people. Oh, well, I've never had any problems with the cops. Cops always been nice to me. Okay, and there's that saying, support the blue line. Support the police. Support cops. Support the blue line until it happens to you. And it's true. The minute it happens to you, oh God! And believe me, there's thousands of people that said, I always gave to the police. I always supported the police until the day it happened to me. Let's go.
Thanks for meeting with me, guys. You're Mr. Andy? Yes, sir. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. And this is your son, Mr. Eli? Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys for coming. We are back in an undisclosed location. You guys are meeting with me today because you actually currently have a lawsuit filed against the Jonesboro PD here in Arkansas, right? Yes, sir. I have never seen anything like this happen to anyone else. I have no other example to even compare this to. This is just one of the most insane things I've ever seen.
We had pulled into the gas station, was sitting at the gas pumps. And there was an officer at the gas pumps. It was 2:30 in the morning. We was heading back to Hot Springs where I live. And then I guess he radioed the tags in the officer at the gas pumps and seen that the car, my friend's car, he had warrants. All of a sudden, the unmarked pulls up, cops bum rushes the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This incident all begins with Andy driving his friend's car, and his friend Bruce happens to have warrants. When Andy pulls into the gas station to use the air pump, there happens to be two Jonesboro police officers also at that gas station. And one of them decides to run the tags on the car that Andy is driving, which flags for warrant.
Now, let me tell you something. Another thing, just running people's tags is against the law. I mean, if you think there's something going on, that's fine. But you see a car, run its tag, go by somebody's house, run their tag, or you see somebody that smarts out to you, run its tag. That is just not policing. That's not good policing. That's not supporting your community. All it is profiling everybody as a criminal. And most people do not want to go, once they run your name through a system, you're always in that system. Let's say you have never broken the law, you've never did anything, but because a police officer goes behind you and runs your name, all of a sudden now your information's in their data. And you know what? There's people that have actually caught cases because when they ran their name, this person was in that area at that time. I'm telling you, man, there's reasons why you don't want police running your name. If you're not breaking the law, there's no reason for them to run you through their system. Listen to me, people. Do your homework, especially if you have children, because they're going to have to live in this society that they're trying to change into a police state.
For Bruce, so they initiate a traffic stop.
What? Go ahead. Can you open the door or something?
Remember, this is just a not even a traffic stop. It's just they ran his, and he's not even the guy with the warrants.
Put your hand on the steering wheel. Open the door.
There we go.
You get out.
No DL, not trying to de-escalate. Violence, violence, violence.
Keep your hands up. While we're reaching. While we're reaching. No, I didn't. Yeah, okay. Hands on the hood. Hands on the hood. There you got a gun on. No. Are you Bruce? That's Bruce.
Okay. He's not Bruce. So he don't have warrants. Why are you putting him in handcuffs? These cops right here, I'm telling you, do not care about your rights. This is wrong from the gate.
A friend of mine? A friend of yours? Yeah. Okay. Sit right here. I was getting out of the car because Bruce got a warrant. Yeah.
Well, I'm not Bruce.
So you're tampering with evidence. I ain't tampering no evidence. What, you're scratching your ass or something? Yeah, man. I wasn't scratching my ass. You wouldn't be scratching if we're sitting there with guns.
Oh my God.
If you're lawfully detained, an officer should perform a Terry frisk,
What
which
is he
a pat
talking
down of the outer
about?
clothing and is strictly limited to checking for weapons for officer safety. It's not supposed to be used as a general search for anything and everything.
Yep.
But while searching for weapons, if an officer feels drugs on you, for example, they can seize it. However, if the person being searched is on parole, they often sign a waiver giving up their Fourth Amendment right, which allows officers to do a much more thorough search of their person, pockets, shoes, and belongings.
Are you on probation or parole? Okay, that's fine.
That's all he needed. That's all he needed. But it's not true. Because what he does next. Okay, they are trying to spread his legs out enough, trip on this, to stick their hand up there in his butt. When you think there's something up in the cavity of somebody, in their cavity of their buttocks, you have to get a nurse. A police officer cannot stick his fingers or his hands up in your butt. Secondly, you can't do it in the streets. You have to take him to the police station. You make him sit in a room. You obviously watch him, make sure he doesn't get rid of the drugs. right? Or you take them directly to the room, you get the nurse, tell the nurse she needs to be there, strip the guy down, and then, tell him to squat, and the drugs usually fall out. That's it. These dudes are doing it right in front of a gas station. Everybody out there standing around. 5 cops are there. Not one cop says, hey, whoa, we can't do this here. Let's take him to the station. Not one cop thinks about this man's Fourth Amendment rights. Remember, every American represents us. Every citizen represents us, citizens. Imagine this is you or your dad or your grandfather because he scratched his butt. The guy scratched the back of his leg and he says that he's seen him stick drugs up his butt. It's not even enough to even search somebody, something like that. You have to have probable cause. That's not enough probable cause to put your hand up somebody's butt. These cops are crazy when it comes not knowing the law. Oh my God.
What are you doing, man? You hurt me. You want to get hurt? No. Listen, no. You were going to jail. You're going to jail. It's about to get real complicated. What are you doing, man? Your glove. You know what? No.
You see what this cop's doing with his hands? He's twisting he grabs him by the fingers and pulls him up and then pulls his arms up. That is super, super painful. To the point it'll make you cry. It's like literally breaking your arms without breaking your arms. It hurts so bad.
The officers falsely think that Andy has hidden something in his anal cavity, but I don't believe scratching your ass constitutes enough reasonable suspicion for what the officers are doing to him. And as far as cavity searches go, officers can never physically insert anything without a medical professional and a warrant. But they are sometimes permitted to conduct visual cavity searches. But even these require the suspect to be taken to the jail and not in a gas station parking lot.
Yeah. Wow. I'm beside myself, man. Turn his toes? They're trying to spread his legs more. I have never seen this. I was born in 1968. I have never seen this ever done it. That's crazy.
Are you on probation or parole? No, sir. You're not. There it is.
Wow, dude.
Need a warrant. That's why I was getting out with you. But now it's turned into something different.
He doesn't have a warrant. It's not the same. He already told him that. He doesn't have a warrant, dummy.
I might be young, not born yesterday.
Shut up.
I didn't start yesterday. Okay. He's sitting right next to you. As I pull up and I see him.
Oh, karma's coming, baby. Karma's coming.
His face telling him to quit reaching. I'm scratching.
I was just looking at the officer
So,
next to me.
he's in possession of it. You're not in trouble right now. You have an idea on it?
The Jonesboro officers are now forcing the passenger to ID, who is clearly not Bruce, and they are about to search the crap out of her as well.
Now, what is your name? Huh? Andy what? Thomas. Andy Thomas? Hold on. We still got to search and make sure that everything that's on him.
You guys didn't even search him?
You just got that clench up in your ass or what?
These cops are dumb, man. The most dumbest police officers I ever seen.
Do you have underwear?
Every one of these guys need to lose their job. Every one of them that are there that night, and if they're still police, they need to lose their jobs. And I'm telling you right now, this is a humongous lawsuit. I'm talking the city's going to pay out right away. You want once this hits viral, this is going viral, baby. Why? Because we have good people. We have people like you that support this channel that's going to make this thing go viral. And I'm telling you right now, these cops are going to lose their job.
No underwear. Okay. Put them in the car.
And their qualified immunity.
Seatbelt in, tight. You already have a pair of hinged up. Yeah, go ahead and get him back out. No. What? Yeah. Yeah. Get out and face the car. What? Get out and face the car. You have a problem hearing too? Hey.
Yeah, these cops are stupid, man.
Okay. Spread your feet as far as you can.
Are you kidding
I
me?
want you to relax. No, you take me. You're violating. I'm not. I'm about to just reach his handful. You're digging that. You pull his feet out a little bit. You're digging that.
What the hell is wrong with these cops, man?
Relax. God, man. Relax. Wrong. Get your hand out of your touching my mate. I'm not touching your I'm not going. It don't matter. You sticking your fingers in my. That's illegal, man. That's illegal. Yes. Okay. No. I mean, really. Well, he felt something up there. And I want hemorrhoids. When they start seeing me, when I do my shit, I have the hemorrhoids hanging out my. So I have hemorrhoids. That's unfortunate. Just relax a little bit, let him fucking chill. If he does anything stupid, just dump him on his fucking head.
Wow. Did you hear what he just said? If he does anything stupid, just dump him on his head. Do you know that that's a felony for a police officer to throw a man to the ground while he's handcuffed? These are your police officers. These are your police officers. What's wrong with this community over there? This community don't stand up for their citizens? How do these police officers get away with this in these little country towns? Ain't they concerned about their families and their children that have to drive around these and deal with these police officers? They're shooting and killing your kids. They're pulling people over and sticking their fingers in the buttocks. Come on, guys. I mean, you see Tennessee, you see, you know, these Texas and all these Texas little towns, Louisiana, all these little, we old country boys, we do what we want. We the law. We the law. You just shut your mouth. You can't tell someone to shut their mouth. You can't tell someone not to talk. You can't tell someone to sit or stand. We're not we're not a third world country, man. We are the land of the free, baby. And they govern over their towns with an iron fist. And if you piss them off, they're going to treat you worse. Oh, boy, we love police officers, then they'll love you. That's not the way it works, buddy. You guys are just civil servants. You guys are not FBI. You guys are not. You'll never become an FBI. You never become, anything other than a patrol police officer, which is the bottom of the totem pole, giving tickets out. Don't know nothing about the law for humanity, obviously. Your job is to uphold the Constitution of the United States, and that's all you guys do is break it. Oh my God.
I can feel the ball.
Oh my God.
Are you on paper? Is that your doggo? Yeah, we're gonna search the car, make sure there's nothing else crazy in there, and then
It's not his car.
I'm gonna search you, make sure you don't have anything crazy on you. I'm not gonna reach up in your.
And he can't search a girl. Second, she was a passenger. You're not even supposed to ID her. She wasn't driving. She had nothing to do. She's not part of the traffic stop whatsoever. That's a Fourth Amendment right there.
I'm just gonna search your outer pocket. You hold it on? Yeah. You don't have you hang on for real quick? Yeah. Don't search it, please. Hey, is this your purse? I'm assuming. You're okay if we look through it? I might not should have told him this, but I told him if he does anything stupid, just dump it. I'm saying that. Yeah. You got one in your car? No, he's going in here in a minute. Okay. I just keeping an eye on him. He's getting some drugs. You under the influence of anything right now? Sir, nothing at all? No. Medication. Xanax. Xanax? Yes, sir. I got a prescription for it. How many Xanax have you taken today? 2 as I prescribed. Okay. Just asking. No harm, no foul. You scared of the police or something?
No.
Yeah, it's pretty right. Do you have his number?
Yes, sir.
Can you call him?
My phone's up here.
Yeah. Call him and tell him friend's getting arrested. Do you have a valid license?
I do.
Okay, I said he's okay with you take his phone.
I got 2% on my hand. Okay, let's go ahead and put the phone down, okay? Go ahead. Yeah, you're good.
During a normal Terry frisk, officers can't reach in your pockets, make you empty them, or remove your shoes unless they have reasonable suspicion that you're armed or you are arrested.
And I started trying to grab it. He started shooting this real quick. So let's take care of that county. Yeah, after doing his job, they get up there and we'll see my hemorrhoid.
This is the worst stop I've ever seen, man.
Nash, explain to him that if he takes that into the jail, it's furnishing. Whatever you have on you, take it into the jail for another felony charge. So why don't we just get it out now? You can reach in there. You understand that if you take anything into the jail, it's a furnishing of drugs. That's an additional felony charge. Listen to me. If you get dope in my back seat, it's gonna be a problem. You understand me? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Don't quit digging in your. I'm not digging in my. Earlier, so quit. Just like school, and right, just like this, all the way to the jail. So I know you ain't doing anything back here. Okay. What goes up must come down. They'll get it down. You understand that if you don't take it into the jail, you don't get a furnishing charge. Okay.
He's on paper, so he stays in Melbourne. Just kind of stay away from everybody. You know what I mean?
So you can take this car back to Melbourne?
Well, I mean, I think he owns the car. Even though it's in Bruce's name. I know, but that's, you know what I mean? That's just.
The officers eventually let the passenger drive the vehicle home.
Am I right? Stand up and face the wall. I don't want you doing anything else. So Well, we are 99% sure that he has bag of meth. Come on, man. Come on, stop. He's digging in just in time for us to be there. So Ash felt like what he thinks is Christian's hemorrhoid. Well, we'll find out here shortly. I'm gonna need you to, for real, squat and cough. I would not unclench his ass or anything. Speculate that. I'm curious as to how he would mistake a hemorrhoid for a bag of meth. It wouldn't be hard. And if he had grabbed on the hemorrhoid, he'd have been in a pretty good amount of pain. Listen to this guy. 12 years or better. Okay. Yeah, Charlie, you want to listen to that? So maybe resisting. I don't know what Nash said. We'll find out about this and I'll call Nash and see what's going on. Man, come right to me. Right there. No, we just come in here and we'll see what happens. Why was your hand in your pants then? You weren't stuffing anything on me. So I was sitting at the dog jumped up there on me. Down on me. I was just trying to make sure. No, your hand was in your pants. No, make sure my ass is stuck. And then whenever I told you to get your hand out of your pants, why did you just immediately pull your hand out of your pants? I'm thinking, what? My cigarette butt on fire. I was saying that's all I had on my line. How y'all run rushing hard, and I didn't know what the hell was going on. That's me shaking, you know what I mean? Well, you're still going to jail for driving suspended. You're not getting a dope charge. So. Bondable? Yeah, you can bond out tonight. From everything that just happened out there, it definitely seems like you were stuffing dope on me, man. I've never had anybody do what you did out there. So you don't sit till tomorrow. I said you can bond. I say he has to see a judge. You don't actually do it till tomorrow. Yeah. It's in there. It's deep. Yeah, I mean, like I was telling you, it's in there. You better hide it for 4 or 5 days. You can be lying in jail, I guess. There's no way that people act like that and they don't have shit on them. I'm like, pointing my gun at him and he's like, just.
So the initial stop is lawful. I mean, the tags came back to someone with a warrant, and then once they figure out you're not the guy with the warrant, that's whenever the whole thing, they should have just let you go. But
Yeah.
but you're guilty of scratching your ass, I guess.
No, I had a pit bull in the back seat, and I had a lit cigarette. And it lunged forward.
These cops, man, I'm telling you, are dumb.
Guns drawn at me at the windows, both sides, saying, "Don't put your."
And I'm gonna tell you something. This happened just a year and a half. He didn't file anything on these cops, but then he finally found, which everybody knows, this lawyer that he found is one of the best constitutional lawyers, Fourth Amendment lawyers in the state. This guy is good. He almost lost his chance to file, but he got it in there. Thank God he got it in there. Because, man, this case is gonna. These cops were 100% wrong. Across the board, wrong. From the beginning to the end, wrong. Big time.
I'm saying, well, pushing, I'm ignoring them. I'm running,
Yeah.
And then when I got put out, then I put my hands on the steering wheel.
It looks in the video like that makes a lot of sense. Scratching. It doesn't look like you're even in a position to insert anything.
No.
So what should have happened in this traffic stop is they pull you over. I don't know why they had to pull guns on your face. That was a little excessive, but they should have realized you weren't bruised. You give your ID, whatever it is, and then it should have been over. And just because I scratched my ass or I was or, I don't see how that's probable cause or reasonable suspicion to keep you detained anymore. I mean, I guess they're saying that they think you're doing this, but that's like a wild accusation to make. So that's where I personally feel like the
Big time.
detention is not lawful anymore. But it gets worse, man, because you're in cuffs and
Gets way worse.
they're patting you down and searching you, and then they must have got really close to your to even feel.
Yeah, he went right up like this and just ran his hand up and had that outer hip noise that he must have felt. You know what I'm saying?
So right off the bat, he touches your.
I mean, through my britches.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
and he says he feels something.
Yes.
And so now they feel like they can be.
I couldn't imagine sticking my hand in someone's butt. Like these cops. I mean, think about what they did in, during Hitler's time. They made so many laws against citizens, and the way they abuse citizens, big time. And that's exactly what this was. This was abuse of their power. This was abuse of power. It was degrading. They degraded a grown man in broad daylight. Anybody, you stick your hand in somebody's butt and then do it over, and then another guy comes does it again. Then they pull you back out of the car and spread your legs. To me, it's sexual to the point it's like being raped. Come here, I'm gonna stick my finger in your butt right now. Come here, let me see. Oh man, I would. To me, I feel like you raped me. Sexual abuse. That's what it is. To me, it was sexual abuse. If I stuck my finger in another man's butt, if you slap a girl in the butt, it's sexual abuse. How much more sticking your hand or fingers in a grown man in the street? You don't even know what's in there. You're assuming he has drugs. You don't know. You're going by because he scratched his butt real quick. Oh, he's got drugs. Let me come here. That gives him the right to stick his finger up your butt. It's totally wrong, man.
A cavity search to you right there in the casing.
Which I didn't know was fixing to happen because two officers had me in handcuffs held up against the car. You know what I mean? And then I didn't know he's going to get gloves, and he comes back and pulls back my britches, and next thing I know, I feel a finger in my. And it was,
oh man,
dude.
No way, dude.
Yeah. So first of all, if you don't know, you cannot do a cavity search.
There's no
cannot
way.
do a cavity search to somebody in public like that. That is definitely a civil rights violation.
God.
I mean, just
Oh my God.
Like you should know better. You don't pull someone's pants down in the parking lot. The lawful procedure is to take you to jail and do that. Which they eventually do, but not for a while.
Nash Thomas is the one that.
Where are the sergeants at? Where are the leadership of these police?
He gets a feel of it, and then he decides to take you over.
Oh my God.
And at one point, you're even having to tell him you can't do this, and he's like, "Oh, I can't do this." Like he thinks that he can. And then what's disgusting is it's not just Nash Thomas. How many cops were there?
Exactly.
And they didn't stand up.
Helped him.
Yeah, they didn't stand up.
They took your handcuffed arms and pulled them up like this, which hurts a lot.
Oh my God.
So you are now in this crazy
Chat.
position while other cops now.
This blows me away, Chad.
Now, literally.
Yes, and I mean, my feet were twisted all different directions, spread apart. You know what I mean? It was ungodly. I mean, it was.
I've never seen anything like this ever.
I see therapists. I had to go see therapists.
No.
I do want to talk about that, but you're taken to jail to have them search you like they should have done to begin with.
Yes.
And at one point, the jailer asked the cop, "If I don't find anything in your anus, what are we going to charge him with? And the cop says nothing. That's what he's here for. And then they go in there and they search you. Do they search you pretty good?
Well, they actually, I've been in jail before. Just randomly, and they do random searches, and they have me squat cough. But this time they have me put my leg up on the wall.
Oh my God.
So extra.
Oh yeah, nah.
Wow.
Nah, dude.
How degrading, bro.
It's humiliating. It's bad.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
And they don't find anything.
They don't find nothing because there was nothing to find.
And so he comes out, doesn't find anything, doesn't have anything to charge you with.
And I told him, I said, man, I told you I had it. I had a hemorrhoid,
You were telling him the whole time.
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
And I guess he just got lucky and was looking up stuff to charge you with while you were in the back room getting a special treatment. And he found that you do have a suspended license.
Yes.
So now you're out, and you mentioned that you started seeing a therapist about this.
And that's how I was able to come out and speak about it, because I felt degraded, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My manhood was kind of took, it's just...
That's rough.
Straight up, bro. Straight up.
And they taught me him just coming out and speaking out.
Oh, really? The therapist did?
Yes.
They talked you into going and speaking out, like with an attorney or someone?
Yes. To pursue this, and I was like, well, they're not retaliating on me on it. You know what I mean? I was like, Andy, I think that's the best thing for you to do is to, come about and pursue this, you know what I mean? Because you got to end somewhere. To even come over to humiliation is being done to me.
Change has got to start with somebody.
I'll be embarrassed and messed up about it as much.
I'm glad she did that.
Yes.
I'm glad you went and talked to her too. Because that would suck just having to live with and keep bottled up and never get any kind of accountability from it. And then what happened to the officer?
He's got a few $1 million lawsuit. Easy. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets $10 million. I mean, what they did is outrageous. It's probably one of the worst videos I've seen. I'm serious. As far as Fourth Amendment and civil rights, besides shooting somebody, taking somebody's life, that is just right straight degrading somebody in the middle in the street, stripping someone down, sticking your hand up there. Come on, man. Are you kidding me?
Where is he now?
He's a state trooper.
Now he works for the state police.
Well, not for long.
With Jonesboro PD at all, did he?
No, nothing's been done to him.
Interesting. And I have several videos that I've done with the Jonesboro PD. I've done interviews with the chief and sergeants and all those people. And they try to be cool, they try to be good, but if you see this type of behavior and you didn't do anything to the officer, then Jonesboro PD is pretty trash, man. Imagine them doing that to a woman. How insane that would be. Why is it any different?
It's no different.
You know
We're
I mean?
humans.
Even if a bunch of women did that to a woman, those women would be fired. It would be like, but for some reason, because it happened to you, they're all cool with it. Arkansas State Police is cool with it. Jonesboro Police Chief's cool with it. Everyone's cool with it.
It's like he got rewarded and to the homeless state trooper.
Yeah, he was a good. He did good.
Yeah.
So the therapist helped you, and then you went and found an attorney. And it was actually in the nick of time because there is a statute of limitations of 3 years, and this happened in 22, and then you found at the end of
close.
At the end of your statute of limitations, you found one of the best civil rights attorneys in Arkansas. So you have filed a lawsuit officially?
Yes.
It's been filed.
It's been turned over to federal court.
Do you have a court date or anything?
I think the trial date is in December next year.
December 2027.
The other officers that was there, they should have stopped him from doing what he did, and they didn't.
Oh yeah, I have a whole thing called The Silent Game. I have a whole script that you can read. That if you got good cops standing around watching a bad cop, what do you have? Just a bunch of bad cops.
$10 million.
Cops, well, I didn't do it. Doesn't matter. You watched them do it and you didn't report it.
That doesn't go away.
In fact, it goes against their policy.
Even with $10 million, that doesn't go away.
No, don't buy back my dignity.
Yeah. While you're driving your new Corvette, you're still thinking about it.
I can't see myself getting past that. It's just devastating, really is. I mean, it's devastating. I live in fear, you know what I mean? I don't know if they're going to try to plan something, do something to me. Lots of people made comments that, hey, you might even try killing you off or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't buy that too much, but I do live in fear of them. What are they going to do to me next? You know what I mean? I don't want just, reprimand for money. I mean, they need to be punished for this. I don't know how to go about the criminal part of it, pursuing charges or,
Well, that's a good question, and yeah, they do deserve it, and that is really hard to do, is to actually get a police officer to do time or actually real accountability. A really good example, actually, is the Joseph Harris case we were talking about earlier. Mm-hmm. The cop, Joseph Harris, not only got sued, but he actually did 30 days in jail.
Yeah, and that's probably what happened to him, but I actually got physically violated.
Now, here's a good question to ask yourselves. Would you rather someone punch you in the face or pin you up against a car handcuffed and put their fingers in your punch in the face?
Punch me.
Rick Elliott told me that when he sees bad cops, he fires them. He's real proud of just being that kind of police chief. He told that to me to my face. Well, the only real example he could give was Joseph Harris.
If there's a substantial complaint, we'll deal with a substantial complaint. I'll take whatever action. I'll live determination.
Right. I mean, I've seen you do it.
My record proves,
I've seen you do
my
it.
history does it. This department 11 years. If I got a bad cop, I'll get rid of a bad cop. I hate bad publicity. If they do something stupid that they need to be terminated, I have no bones about it. Do it in a heartbeat. I had an officer do inappropriate things with a prisoner in the back seat. Physically struck this prisoner. You see that video?
Is that Harris? Okay, yes.
So within 4 hours after his brought to my attention, he was fired.
Yeah, same day.
I had heard to release it to the media. Media didn't have no clue what's going on. By 5 o'clock that day, we put it out on our social media. I contacted the state prosecutor, the state police to do an external investigation on the matter. Then I spoke with representatives from the Department of Justice for federal civil rights violation.
You don't hear chiefs doing that very often,
Well, you know what? I've had comments from other chiefs across the country because I was at a conference in San Diego after that, and some of the chiefs from these other cities, major cities, commented like, you don't really see that very often. You're trying to make law enforcement do better. Well, so am I.
Why not fire this guy? Well, good luck to you, dude. I hope that we do an update, and it's a really good news, a bunch of good news.
Yeah.
You have a big old stack of cash. Not that fixes it, but some type of accountability.
Get away from this area.
Yeah. Get the hell out of here. Yeah. For sure, dude. Invite me to your pool party. Thanks, brother. Andy and his attorney have filed a civil rights lawsuit against Nash Thomas, each in his individual capacity and official capacity as a police officer for the city of Jonesboro, Arkansas, and John Doe's 1 through 10. It says plaintiff was subjected to excessive and unreasonable force by defendant, and plaintiff's clearly established due process right to bodily integrity was violated. The city of Jonesboro failed to train defendant, which caused the aforementioned violations of constitutional rights. The city of Jonesboro never disciplined or reprimanded defendant, thereby ratifying his conduct as a matter of policy. Defendant willfully and wantonly engaged in extreme and outrageous conduct intolerable in a civilized society, and such conduct caused damage in the nature of physical pain and emotional distress. And as far as I know, the Billy Corum lawsuit against Joseph Harris and Police Chief Rick Elliott is still ongoing as well. And my investigations into the Jonesboro Police Department is also still ongoing. So if you'd like to keep up with my latest work, please subscribe. It's free. And if you'd like to see my previous...
Okay, so listen up, chat. This is where it gets... Listen, man, we're diving in. We're gonna bring the update. We're gonna see what happens next. Listen, we're also going into another case with that police officer that went into Walmart. Listen, that one is coming up later today. You are going to get blown away. Listen, we are working hard for you and for our community and for citizens and we are supporting those that need that support. Listen, guys, the only way you can support us is simply, it doesn't cost you anything. All you gotta do is ring the bell, hit the like button, and and what's really good is you always, when you watch our videos, please just watch it all the way through. YouTube's made this new thing that if people stop watching in the middle, then it's kind of like a strike, where we don't, it's not good enough that you just got on there. I know, stupid. But listen, those three things, pretty simple. I thank you guys for even giving me the opportunity to serve you and to be able to have you even as an audience. I understand your time is precious, and I thank you for that time that you do give us. Okay, guys, have a blessed day. Remember, we're changing the world one video at a time.